Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 25th to May 1st. So let's see what we have coming up here for you this week. I'm seeing a strong focus on building. So I feel like maybe some of you are building your careers, your businesses. This is like a time to focus on growth in that area. Sustainability, being able to sustain something and push it forward and keep kind of being consistent with something. I feel like there's like a breakthrough kind of happening here. So if for some of you feel as though in your career and your work, you've kind of hit these walls or these patterns of, it kind of getting to a certain point and then like a cycle kind of repeating. I feel like there's a breakthrough happening because we may be finding like where something has been affecting our growth and progress. And so healing that, acknowledging it, allowing ourselves to move through it and beyond it is helping us to have some significant breakthrough. I also feel like authenticity is going to be important for some of you as well, like really focusing on what is authentic to you. I feel like there is a focus on your voice, your authentic expression, and owning it and being proud of it, embracing it. Oh, wow. Look at that leadership and setting an example for the people that are around you of what it means to live a life of authenticity. And I feel as though a lot of this is coming from just your own inner growth. It's like there's nothing you necessarily need to be doing specifically. It's more about what you're embodying and where you're living from. And a lot of you are growing into this beautiful leadership position. And it doesn't have to necessarily mean that, how you would see a leader I can't even find the word. What people would perceive a leader to look like. It would just be you shining your light and living your truth. And I'm hearing the words changing minds. So it's almost like your expression is helping other people to see life in a different way, helping others to change their mind about what it means to, maybe what even life is about. I feel like maybe others have had like different priorities or different values, and you're kind of setting an example or shifting a perception for others through some of the things that you're doing or some of the things that you're building. And it's also a reflection of your own shift in perceptions. So as you shift and you start embodying a higher frequency or a different way of living, it really does resonate outwardly, where it not only attracts like-minded individuals. So, coming into contact with people who are on a very similar path as you, but also helping other people to shift onto a path like that as well. It'll kind of it will ignite. What they're showing me is that it's like we have this light and some of us need that light like flipped on, like switched on. And I feel like they're showing me like there's certain people that it's like destined, like it's almost like you're the selected one that's going to switch on this person's light. And it's not through anything that it's not like we actively go and try to switch on their light. It's just by our connection with them. It's inspiring another person where it like kind of something flips on or something switches on inside them by watching you or just noticing you or just being in your frequency, in your energy. And so that's why it's so important to embody who we are authentically and not have to really try to fit into some kind of mold or label of what we think we're supposed to be. And I feel like you're setting an example for that. So very beautiful, Taurus. I feel like you are in a very protective mode right now, like kind of protecting your work, your mind, your energy, your everything. Because I feel as though you are in a almost, what you're creating right now is still in its infancy, I feel like, and it needs to be protected. So I feel as though it's important for you to kind of, it's almost like every day you're feeling it's important to really pay close attention to your energy, making sure you're eating the right things and you're focusing your energy on the right things. So I see you spending a lot of time doing that. I see you spending a lot of time, healing your energy, making sure you're taking care of your health. Priorities, I feel like, is what I'm sensing here with that. And also setting strong boundaries as well with the Two of Swords. I feel like you're setting really strong boundaries, you're not allowing any energies that don't feel good. You're being very good with setting those strong boundaries. Oh, look at that. Beautiful King of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands with the Page of Cups. Okay, let's focus on the Two of Swords. You're showing up very powerfully in your own reading here. Yeah, this is all about your power here. And we're in your season as well this week. So this is your time. Very good. Okay. Yeah, see, Five of Wands. So I feel as though some of you may be making some changes in your life, and this is about tuning out other people's opinions. And this is about following your own path. I feel like you're rising above it. I like how this Two of Swords is like sitting on top of this Five of Wands. It's like you may be making some waves. You may be changing things around. You may be making some radical decisions and choices. And you may be triggering some people. And I feel as though you're rising above it though. Like you're really setting those boundaries and you're allowing yourself to continue on your path. And it's like, I'm not going to be bothered by how other people are perceiving me. I'm not going to be bothered by how other people view me. Yeah. And a very solitary kind of energy, because it is so important for you to live from a place of truth. Like, it's like, I need to really come from a place where I know for a fact, I know what I'm doing. Like whatever it is, wherever it is I'm going, whatever it is I'm creating, I don't want it to be a guessing game. I want it to be something where I know in like the depths of my soul that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is the person I want to be with. This is the path that I want to go on. And in order to find that clarity, it's so important for me to be able to be in my own space, for me to be able to hear my thoughts, hear my own intuition, and hear spirit, connect with spirit, connect with God, connect with whoever it is that I connect with in order for me to find my clarity and my truth. And that's the space that you're in right now. And that's your power. That's your secret power, is your connection. Because I'm seeing that the people around you, you may feel with their different opinions and how they want you to do things, is them living more from their logical mind, living from the outside, like what makes sense, what works. And it's always this struggle. It's always this inner conflict with it, because sometimes some things sit right and some things don't. You never really know, it's like it feels like a guessing game. And I feel like though you're seeing your life from a place of certainty, even though we're not really sure actually where the path is leading, but there's something inside of you, that light inside of you, that guiding light inside of you, that is where there's like this deep knowing, I know without a shadow of a doubt, this is the path that I want to go in. And it may not make sense to other people around me. It doesn't have to. It's not their path. Look at that. Ace of Cups. So finding the truth in your heart, what speaks to your heart, what frees your heart. And I feel like you'll be finding answers this week about that. I feel like there may be a heart opening, a heart releasing. Maybe some of you are really allowing yourself to heal your heart. There's an awakening, an attunement is what I'm hearing with your heart chakra, which is going to help you guide the way. The answers are in your heart space. Awakening often happens in the heart. That is where the truth is. That's where our truth is in the heart. And then the King of Wands. So I feel like this is a couple different things. One is this could actually be someone around you. This could be someone around you, but this could also be your own determination. This could be someone who is very confident. So making a judgment call. This is all about knowing your truth, knowing what is right for you, and not allowing anyone or anything to sway you. And I really like this judgment card here because this is about that connection again with Source. Your divine connection with Source is giving you the answers that you need, and it's giving you clarity, and it's giving you surety in your path. Like whatever it is that you choose, whatever it is that you're going towards, the energy that you're embodying as you're going down that path is this really confident, like, no, I know that this is me, and no one's going to really be able to change my mind about it because it's not a truth that I formed up in my mind. It's a truth that I discovered in my heart, in my soul. And that is something that's unshakable. So once I have that connection, that judgment, that truth, that clarity, that awakening, being open to it is what is guiding my path here. And that's why maybe it's so confusing for other people who have not tapped into that within themselves yet. So they won't understand what that feels like. Yeah, strength. So this truth may be really leading you to make some bold, brave choices and decisions. But you are ready for this. You were selected for this specific path to embody these specific obstacles, these challenges. And I feel like some of you are being challenged in a way to stand up for what you believe in, to make waves, maybe even in your community or just the people that you're around. I feel like you're shaking things up a bit. You're kind of you're changing things around. But at the same time, it's not something that just anybody can do. I kind of feel like you had to be prepared for this. You had to be spiritually prepped. You had to go through the lessons. You had to go through a lot of spiritual growth in order to come to this place to take on this task. So really, truly a spiritual warrior here is what I'm picking up on. Yeah. That is so, oftentimes the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So it's a spiritual warrior. It is someone who had to go through many, I'm hearing even lifetimes of this. And I'm really picking up on someone who has signed on for a very pivotal moment in their life right now to make some pretty bold and big and brave decisions and choices. But there is like a secret that you have, it's something that it's a truth that you have within you that, from an outside perspective, some people may even look at it like, this person's crazy. What are they doing? They're totally shaking things up here. Are they sure they want to do this? Are they sure they know what they're doing? But you do know what you're doing. And even that not having to doubt yourself is another power on its own. Continue to grow, continue to heal, continue to clear and cleanse your energy, because that's only just going to make you even stronger than you already are. It's only going to keep adding to your warriorness here. Okay, let's go into the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So I love that we have the King of Wands there, and then now we have the Queen of Wands here. So again, this is about, one is, I feel like there's someone here that is extremely creative. With this Queen of Wands, I feel like she is super magnetic, and she is attracting all the beautiful things to her, especially love. So there is a Queen of Wands here that is attracting love, and love offers, oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Look at this. The King of Cups and the Empress. Wow. Yeah. So someone who is very passionate and very much in love with, I feel like the Empress and the Queen of Wands here are the same energy, same person. So there's definitely a King of Cups approaching an Empress and a Queen of Wands. Someone who's very beautiful, very independent in her own way, confident, creative, imaginative is what I'm hearing, very imaginative, and takes risks, like is not afraid to face life. Is what I'm hearing from this Queen of Wands, like not afraid to take on things, doesn't shy away from a challenge. And that is what gets her to be this Empress energy. That's how she creates that abundance, is because she's always willing to transform. She's always willing to grow. She doesn't stay stagnant in that growth. And so it's causing her to become very magnetic, very beautiful, not just physically, but, also energetically. And the more she really embodies that beautiful light of hers, she's attracting a very special love, a very someone who has their cup reserved just for her. This King of Cups has his cup just reserved for her, in case anyone needed to hear that. The Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords. So I feel like this queen is also in the process of walking away from some things in her life that are no longer fitting her. Things that feel like they're a bit of, they're creating some sense of dissonance in her life because of her growth. She has outgrown something. And so there is a bit of an imbalance at the moment, but she knows it. It's not something that she doesn't know. She's aware. And she knows that it's because she's grown. So she's outgrown some things in her life, and that outgrowing is causing this, there's like energy not matching. So for example, if there's like friendships or even connections with family or, a work environment where it's like at one point it did fit, it did resonate, but now because of her growth, it's like she's needing to make a decision for herself. She's needing to make an executive decision and to cut herself loose from things that are weighing her down, things that feel like they're no longer in alignment for her. So if this hasn't happened yet, this is kind of the energy that is, coming into her world here. And it's not necessarily male or female. I'm saying her because it's the Queen of Wands and the Empress, but this is a very strong feminine energy. So someone who embodies a very strong divine feminine kind of energy is what I'm picking up on here. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, so she's moving into a new path with a lot of opportunities and a lot of, oh my goodness, look at that. That fell out. Financial independence and freedom. I feel like this is becoming more and more real for her. This is becoming more and more tangible is what I'm hearing. So again, continue on this path that you're on, because whatever it is that you're doing, it's working. Even if it's, like smaller things in the beginning, it will grow. So continue that. With that Ace of Pentacles, that's a very lucky card. I feel like I'm also hearing with the Ace of Pentacles that right now, the energies are in your favor for you to, whatever it is that you decide to do, whatever it is that you decide to grow, plant, wherever you're putting your energy, it has that potential for a lot of growth, So whatever you're planting is going to grow. So be very focused on, what it is that you want to put your energy towards, especially this week. And I really feel strongly for the month of May as well. That it has the potential for exponential growth. And then how beautiful is this? So we go into the King of Pentacles here. So this is about commitment. This is about long term. This is about stability. This is also about finding home where you belong. And this is also about really embodying what you are worth. This is about knowing it within yourself. What am I worth? And so what am I going to attract to myself from that space of knowing my worth, my value? This is also about commitment as well. Wow, King of Swords. So it looks like someone here who is, there is a very powerful masculine energy that has their eye on a very powerful feminine energy. So as this, Empress, Queen of Wands is really rising in her power and her independence, it is drawing a masculine energy closer and closer to her, who is very much in love with her and very much wants a long-term commitment with her. With this King of Pentacles and King of Swords. So this is definitely someone else who has their eye on you, but also is someone who is very confident, is very sure about this feminine energy here. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this tells me that this person could have been someone who walked away in the past, someone who quite often just kept running from maybe their feelings, their emotions, didn't want to look at how they felt about something or maybe about you. But the fact that we have it in reverse means that this person is no longer choosing to walk away, that this person is wanting to stay, wanting to commit, wanting to plant seeds, wanting to be with this feminine energy here. So this is someone who is not walking away. This is someone who is not running from their feelings anymore. What else do we need to know about this Eight of Cups and King of Swords? They're feeling stuck. Why are they feeling stuck? Feeling like there is... Feeling stuck. Seven of Wands. Boundaries. There's a wall up, or there's like a guardedness. Who's... Justice. Okay, harmonizing, balancing. Okay, so actually the Seven of Wands, I'm actually kind of feeling this is spirit, actually, is what I'm hearing here with Seven of Wands. This is, it may feel like the individuals in the story have maybe a bit of a guard up, or there's a bit of a block, but I'm also hearing with the Seven of Wands that this is actually spirit has created some kind of block between these two. And it's because, and that block is kind of making maybe both parties, or maybe this masculine energy, feeling kind of stuck and not being able to move forward in his intentions. But I think it's because what I'm seeing here with the Justice is the reason that there is a block, like spirit's kind of like, not yet. I know that these energies are, wanting to come together, but it's not time yet, because there is still some kind of harmonizing or balancing that's taking place within them. It's not yet. I feel like there are these, beginning stages of a lot of movement forward. So we're starting to see signs of growth. We're seeing signs of movement forward. So those omens are there, and they're going to grow. But it's not time yet for something to fully come into union or connection with one another, because there is still some energies that are needing to balance out here. Yeah, see? Temperance. So this is all about patience and, again, balance and harmonizing. So I also feel like with this King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, so this masculine energy here also has his... I'm also kind of feeling like, because he's not running from his feelings anymore, it's almost like he is healing in his own way. And he has a bit of a shield up for himself as well, because he is balancing out his own energies. So he is really taking the time to come into harmony within himself before he steps forward with something here. So he's healing in his own way. And I feel like it's spirit's doing it, and he's also kind of taking it upon himself, because he's no longer running. He's kind of being brave enough to stay, to commit, to be in it for the long haul, be in it for the long term. But he's also committing to himself. He's committing to his own growth. He's willing to, bring down his walls on himself, like almost like he put up a barrier or a wall within himself to protect himself from his own emotions and feelings. And he's bringing that down. So it's like he needs to face himself before he can face this feminine. And otherwise it won't really be a harmonious connection, because this feminine is all in her power, and she is on her way. She's growing, she's thriving, she's becoming a leader. And so it's almost like this masculine energy is needing to catch up to that. And so he's needing to face himself first before he can face this other energy. Yeah. It's all about, like kind of taking a look at where one has deceived themselves, actually. Maybe someone here has felt someone was being selfish, or someone was kind of wanting to get away with something, but they can't, like they're being asked to really look at maybe how their actions have affected the people around them, have affected themselves. Or maybe there's something around this person where there's someone that is, kind of has that energy. Can we clarify this Five of Swords? What do we need to know about this Five of Swords for this story? And clarify the Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. Let me pull one more card here. Can we know a little bit more? I have something that's coming through, but I just want to make sure. Page of Swords and Five of Cups. Yeah, okay, makes sense. All right, so I kind of feel like there's someone here, and I have a feeling it's this King of Pentacles and King of Swords here, that feels like something was stolen from them, is what I'm seeing. Yeah. It's like they're all up in their emotions, or maybe even in their feelings, kind of feeling like something was out of their hands, or some kind of change in their life was out of their hands. Like they didn't have control over how something went. And it feels like something was stolen from them is kind of, I feel like is what they're feeling. They're feeling like something was unfair. Something was not, they were left out in the cold. And it's like, cause they're watching, it's like they were watching something, observing something, and they felt this loss. They felt like they missed something. They missed this opportunity. I also kind of feel like part of it is they did it to themselves as well, because with this Hangman position is like non-movement, like they were either stubborn or they didn't want to move. They didn't want to act on something. They kind of just stayed in one space. They didn't want to move. And it's almost like they kind of watched something that they really wanted being almost taken away from them. So maybe it's this female energy or this feminine energy here where, it's like they wanted them, but they didn't really come forward. And it's like, and maybe, they went in another direction. So they kind of like missed an opportunity here. So, but the Two of Pentacles, though, it feels like there's something here with, things kind of feeling a bit out of balance or out of control, out of this person's hands. Like I couldn't do anything about it. I had to just let it go. I had to watch someone just walk away, and I couldn't do anything because I was stuck. Why were they stuck? Why were they stuck? Yeah, so confusion. With this Magician and the Seven of Cups, it's like they were under some kind of it's like they were in their own mind. They were in a daze. I feel like this person didn't really know what they wanted. I think that there's something here also about being kind of controlled, also with the Magician, like maybe just the influence of the people around them, of what they should prioritize or what they should believe or what they should choose one thing over another, so maybe they were encouraged to set aside how they felt or their feelings about things and just kind of go with what makes sense or what is logical, what's practical, what looks good on paper. And so they kept themselves from the thing that they wanted because of the influence and the influence of maybe the people around them. Because I kind of feel like this magician in the Seven of Cups is all about, because a magician can also be an illusion, someone kind of wanting someone to see something the way that they want them to see it, especially with that Seven of Cups. Both of these cards are all about together tells me this is all about confusion and not seeing things clearly, not seeing things in the right way. And and the Hangman is also about perception as well, having like a different perception of the way something is. So I feel like this character did not have the right perception, maybe, or had a different perception, let's say that, of what they really wanted. And then something kind of slipped through their fingers and they feel like it's been stolen from them, even though they didn't act. Yeah. And so it's like now they're thinking about things, and they're kind of contemplating and realizing, like, they're seeing things for what it really is. It's like they're getting away from this influence of the people around them and other people's opinions, and now they're seeing something for what it really is. Let's pull one more for this Four of Swords. Yeah. Two of Cups. So realizing that, this person is their soulmate, is their person. It's like when they're listening to their heart and to themselves, they have clarity. This is it. This is what I want. But then because of the influence of the people around them, it caused all this confusion, and they weren't able to see things in the right light. And now they are. And then they're coming to that truth that this is what I know to be true, that this is my person. And it's very beautiful because look at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. So this is a new journey. This has a lot of new things on the horizon here. Oh my gosh, look at that. And right below it is the Lovers here. So this is a new journey for this connection here with someone. Not just that, but it also has a lot to do with one rising to their own power for this King of Pentacles and King of Swords, and for this Empress and Queen of Wands. This is all about both people rising to their authenticity, to their truth, and then finding each other again. So very beautiful story there. Love that. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards. It's a challenge for Taurus this week. New beginnings. I feel like I heard the word patience. I feel like really ready to get started on something, but something may feel a bit slower than what we would like, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening though. It is happening. So I just heard the word patience with this one. Can we have one more? It's another challenge for Taurus here. Focus. Yeah. So really staying focused, diligent on your everyday tasks, the things that are going to continue to bring you what you want. I feel like there's just some things that we've been putting a lot of energy into and maybe the results haven't been showing as quickly as we want them to, but it doesn't mean that it's not growing, and it's not, there's not something being produced. And I'm also hearing like, don't give up, don't stop, because stopping is worse than not moving at all. It's better to have a little bit than nothing kind of, transpire from the work that we're doing. So I'm kind of hearing like, don't get discouraged. It happens. It's kind of like part of the process. And a lot of it is about timing as well. And the things will grow as we grow, and they will flourish as we flourish. So just stay committed and focused to that is what I'm hearing here. You're on your way though. You're on the right path. You're on your way. Keep trusting yourself. Okay, something positive here for Taurus this week. Positivity for Taurus this week. Beautiful. Happiness. I really feel like a lot of you are going to be enjoying your work more, enjoying what you do, living in the moment, being more in the flow. I feel like I'm hearing something about permission, like permission to really enjoy what you're doing, permission to be happy with where you are, even if it's not the end goal, even if it's not entirely like, this is not where I want to end up. This is, I have goals. I want to, move here. I want to have this kind of career. I want it to look like this. And I'm going to get there. But right now, right where I'm at, I'm happy here too. And I'm just going to continue to work towards that end goal is kind of what I'm saying. I think your mindset is in a very positive place. And that's helping you to really move forward here, which is really beautiful. We have one more. What else? Another positive for Taurus here. Illumination. Yeah. I think that also this is very much about your priorities. This is very much about you putting focus on the things that really matter to you, and you're clear about what those things are. You know what is worth giving your energy to and what is not. And you may also even be realizing there may be some uncovering about some attachments that we've had from the past that we may almost like have been lying dormant and we don't realize but have been draining our energy. I'm just picking up on this, and this may be very specific to like one person, but it's almost as if as you're kind of going throughout your week and really growing, doing your work and doing your thing, you may start to uncover some things that have been lying dormant. So maybe there's like a friendship from your past, or maybe even your childhood, like someone you don't even talk to anymore. And you're realizing like, oh my gosh, I think I still have some kind of harbored resentment towards this person and I didn't even realize it. And it's coming to the surface now and I'm going to release that. So you may start to kind of heal on that level as well. Just old things or things that have just kind of been forgotten. And, so that may kind of come up here for some of you as well. It's just part of your releasing. Animal totem for Taurus this week. Bring your ideas to life. Beautiful. So a lot of fueling, a lot of energy into your creative ideas. This is all about bringing something to life, which is so it's like magnetic, I feel like this is all about your confidence. This is that Queen of Wands energy and that Empress energy. It's about focus. It's about prioritizing, it's like knowing what is worth investing your energy into. And I think that having that clarity and that determination, like making that hard decision, this is what I'm going to invest in. And there's no detours, no confusion about it, nothing like this is what I want. That is just going to fuel more energy into what you want. It's just going to really bring it to life. So I see you very determined and very focused on your goals here. And that's going to really create beautiful changes in your life here. Beautiful Taurus. I really love this reading for you. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Taurus.